السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. وبه نستعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا صدق الله العظيم. Honorable President of today's program, highly qualified judges, respected ulama and dear all. Today's my topic is, does Islam encourage terrorism? Myth versus fact. Dear audience, ever since the Muslims swept out of Arabian Peninsula to establish the Islamic Empire, there have been myths and misconceptions surrounding Islamic way of life. Nearly 1500 years ago, the worship of one God changed the known world. However, myths still surround Islam, even though the people of the world have access to unprecedented amounts of information. In today's speech, we will examine one of the most common myths that today cause misunderstanding and intolerance. The first common myth is that Islam encourages terrorism. In fact, in the second decade of the 21st century, this is probably the biggest myth about Islam. In a time when it seems that the world has gone mad with the killing of innocents, it must be reiterated that the religion of Islam sets out very specific rules for war and places great value on the sanctity of life. The killing of innocents is completely forbidden. Thus the glorious Quran says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا. If anyone killed a person not in retaliation of murder or to spread mischief in the land, it would be as if he killed all mankind. If anyone saved alive, it would be as if he saved the life of all mankind. Dear audience, how can Islam encourage terrorism in normal situation, while it has set up a number of peaceful rules even for war? I wish to inform the world, when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent his companions into battle, he said, go out in the name of Allah and do not kill any old man, infant, child or woman. Spread goodness and do good, for Allah loves those who do good. Imam Abu Dawood. Do not kill the monks in monasteries. Do not kill the people who are sitting in places of worship. Imam Ahmad. These rules were further emphasized by the first caliph of Islamic Empire, Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He said, I command you 10 things. Do not kill women, children or an aged infirm person. Do not cut down fruit-bearing trees. Do not destroy an inhabited place. Do not slaughter sheep or camels except for food. Do not burn bees and scatter them. Do not steal from the booty, and do not be cowardly. Tabari Hadith number 1993. I would question the very mind who raises such an absurd question about Islam, that Islam encourages terrorism. It shows a profound lack of knowledge about Islam. One cannot even juxtapose the word terrorism next to Islam. Both are contradictory terms. In true Islam, terror does not exist. Let's listen to a non-Muslim religious leader's witness about Islam addressing a massive gathering in Hyderabad before some years. Shankaracharya on Karan Saraswati said, Islam is a religion of love, peace, equality, and emphatically asserted that Islam does not promote terrorism. I say this not because I am speaking amongst Muslims, but because it is an undeniable fact. This statement was recorded by India tomorrow. In fact, the glorious Quran repeatedly urges forgiveness and restraint and warns believers not to transgress or become oppressors. For references from the glorious Quran, please see chapter number 5, verse number 32, chapter number 16, verse number 125 to 128, chapter number 4, verse number 135, chapter number 42, verse number 41 and 43, chapter number 40, verse number 34 and 35. In spite of these Quranic evidences, if an individual Muslim were to commit an act of terrorism, this person would be guilty of violating the laws of Islam. Islamic scholars and organizations worldwide have publicly affirmed that the misinterpretation of Islam to justify acts of violence against innocent people is completely against basic teachings of Islam. These condemnations have come from renowned authorities on Islam across the world. The Islamic Law Council of North America, the European Council for Fatwa and Research, the Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia, the scholars from Al Azhar University in Egypt, the scholar of Deoban, India, as well as numerous others. Dear audience, in a world full of conflict, the most effective way in which we can combat terrorism is by building bridges of compassion and cooperation, no matter what our races, ethnicities, or religions may be. Only then can we come closer to our shared goals of security and peace. I wind up my talk thanking you all great people for paying heed. Jazakumullahu khair. Wa akhiru dawana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.